Guys, we just got home from a workout, specifically leg day today, which my legs are fried, they're toast. I feel good right now. I'm drenched in sweat, and every time I go in, I test myself to see what I'm capable of. I don't recommend working out like I work out because if you're a beginner, you definitely want to take things slow. The way that I work out is a lot more intense is because honestly, this is me being honest. I fight internal battles within myself. Unfortunately, the anger stems from my childhood back in Guatemala. I know this is more a deeper subject, but this is the reality of the trauma that you face as kids. We go through things in life that affect us in the future as adults and actually affects our relationships. So this is just me talking about why we work out as fathers. Like I said, I've had a lot of anger as a kid because of my biological father, because of the things that I saw as a kid that my father would do to my mother. He would be abusive to my mother and to us brothers as well. So there was just a lot of trauma back then, and I never understood this until I got older, because when I got older, I started drinking just like my biological dad did. And from that point, things just started spiraling down. I would get in fights. I would act a fool in public. I got arrested, as you guys, if you haven't seen that video, make sure to check it out on the channel, which I recently posted. But I got arrested in 2013, which was that turning point for me. I laid off the drinking for a while, but then I picked it back up, and then that's how I knew I had an addiction to alcohol. There was something deeper within that problem. I really had to seek God for this because I didn't understand why I was so addicted to drinking. And I realized it was an escape. I realized it was just something to numb the pain that I felt deep within. I would just turn to drinking. But it caused a lot of damage to my relationships, a lot of damage to people around me with just being a jerk. I had been in situations where my life could have been taken away, which one time was back in July 4th of 2014, a little over a year after I got out of jail. And I was at a party, a 4th of July party, and I was drinking out of a whiskey bottle. Next thing I know, I wake up the next morning with the keys to the ignition, my whole body just hanging out, door swinging right open. And I was just shocked that I did that. I was kind of fearful, honestly, because I could have drove off not knowing that I drove off and could have killed myself. And the sad part was that I ended up day drinking throughout that day, and I got into a incident downtown, because that's where we were going to later on that evening for a soccer event or something like that with my roomie. And I ended up hitting bumping a car when I was turning. I was buzzed, and the police came out, and I remember throwing some mints in my mouth, trying to take the alcohol away. Thankfully, nothing happened from that. But that whole entire day was the last straw for me, because it just got worse and worse that night. I saw my ex out there, I think that's the same day, and acted a fool. And then from that point on, man, I was just like, I'm over this. I'm over this lifestyle. I made a fool of myself. Finally was like, okay, I have to give this to God. I have to give this situation to God, because I cannot keep doing this to my life. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill someone else. And finally, God started working through me, giving those desires up, breaking that generational curse. And finally, I was set free. And God was working through me, preparing me for that future family that he had in store for me. But it wasn't until I had to surrender that control, surrender that addiction that I had, I had to come to my rock bottom, and it took a long time for me to hit that rock bottom because I'm a stubborn man. I just don't quit. So God prepared me throughout those years, and now that I'm older, I still face the anger. I still have that within me, and I believe that that's a gift from God, because that anger pushes me to keep going when I'm fearful, or that anger is used to be courageous in situations. So God uses my anger for good, but he also, it just is just like a lingering dark cloud over me that I constantly have to pray over, because I lose peace. And when I work out, I realize that the anger gets ignited because of the pain that I feel when I work out. And I want to go deeper into that pain because I remember as a child when I would see my father just be creating chaos and hitting my mom. All I would do is just close my eyes in those moments and just find peace in the darkness. I find peace in the pain. So when I work out, I let go of all the anger. I want to release the anger that's inside of me. And I have to deplete myself completely, because that's where I feel peace. The only thing that I can resemble this anger is like the Hulk. That's why the Hulk is my superhero. It's because the Hulk is a very kind and good superhero until he feels that pain, and then he just starts blowing up. And that's how I feel when I work out. It's just, I'm totally a different human when I work out, and all I want is just this pain to be released, and this anger to be released from me. And unfortunately, it doesn't go away. And that's why I said God has gifted me with this anger to test to see what I'm capable of when I push myself at the gym. But it improves my mental state. And I feel so much better after I work out. I'm back to my normal self after I deplete myself. So I don't recommend, if you don't have those issues, that don't go that extreme when you work out. You need to start slow. But for those who have gone through some things and that's the way to channel it, then that's how you should do it. And that's how I've done it for a long, long time. I show up and give it everything I got because I need to release this. As fathers, this is huge, that we have to work through our mess. You know, we all have faced issues in the past that we have to work through, whether it's addiction as well, whether it's self-worth. Did you have a father that always talked down on you, or you never felt good enough? Did you have a parent that made you feel that way? You know, we have to work on our issues so that we can be our best for our family. So our kids don't have to go through the same issues, the same traumas that we faced. You know, like I said before in my videos, like if I would continue this cycle of drinking, I would rip my family apart. I would destroy my family, and my kids would be traumatized because of my behavior. So that's why like we can't turn to our addictions and vices. We have to turn on personal development. We have to turn to self-mastery, working on our issues and working on becoming better men. So that's what fitness does for me. And also for me, I work on the spiritual aspect as well, because that's where God gives me that peace, and I need that peace from him. So it's spiritual, physical, and mental as well. Mental. And the mental part is the hardest part, because we have that internal chatter, that negative self-belief. And I know everyone has this, that we don't think we're good enough, or we don't have a purpose, we don't have a mission in our lives, and we feel like we're stuck. All those beliefs that are in our head that mess with us. But we have to work on renewing our mind. Like the Bible says, we have to renew our mind and put those thoughts of positivity, the thoughts of God in our mind, rather than the thoughts of the devil. Because the thoughts of the devil is all negative things. The thoughts of the devil are thoughts of of self-doubt. It's fear. It's not feeling worthy enough. Those are the thoughts of the devil. The thoughts of God is peace, the joy, abundance. Those are the thoughts of God. So we have to work on our mindset as well. And today I did the physical and the spiritual part already. The cold shower stuff would be mental, I would say. The meditation would be mental. Anyways, let me know what you want to hear next. What do you want to see? I would love to connect with you guys in the comments below. Follow me on my social media pages, Instagram at Stronghold Father, TikTok as well. And I hope this video has helped you. I hope that it's inspired you to start working on yourself so you have a better relationship with your family. So it starts with us dads. We have to lead the family and we have to set the example. So anyways, until next time, guys, achieve your highest potential. We'll catch you in the next video. Peace.